Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. Today's Weird Stuff in a Can is Cullen Skink. Okay, you might be able to tell from my voice I am recovering from a bit of a cold, and so I'm a bit croaky. And one of the things I really like when I've got a bit of a cold is soup. And so I went out shopping today and bought myself some tins of soup, including this, which is called Cullen Skink. Now, this qualifies, I guess, for Weird Stuff in a Can just because the name is weird. This is actually a smoked haddock chowder from Scotland, made to a traditional recipe, and it's called Cullen Skink. Now, the reason it's called Cullen Skink, Cullen is the town of origin, so Cullen and Moray, I think, is the area it comes from, and skink is nothing to do with the reptile of the same name. It comes from the word for shin bone, which was a cheap cut of meat that would often be used for making soups traditionally in Scotland, especially, I guess, by people who couldn't afford something a bit more luxurious. And so the knuckle bone or shin bone, which was known as the skink, would be boiled up in a soup to make, Scotch broth or some sort of hearty broth, and to flavour the broth. And over time, the term skink moved from meaning the bone to meaning the soup. And so it's kind of transitioned to mean soup. Anyway, so this is Cullen Skink. So it's a rich haddock chowder. Let's have a look. Ingredients. We've got water, potatoes, smoked haddock, onions, double cream, milk, skim milk powder, butter, corn flour, salt, modified maize starch, wheat flour, stabilizer, parsley, black pepper, nutmeg extract, and mace extract. So, yeah, that does sound like the ingredients of a fish chowder. So let's open it up and have a look. Oh, actually, before we open it up, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the brand. So Baxter's is a brand from Scotland, and they're very really rocking their heritage. And so there's a whole range of tin soups with names like Highland Broth and Highland Game Soup and so on like that. And they're just really rocking their whole Scottish heritage in a way that actually is really quite wholesome and heartwarming. One of the other things in their range is this one, which is Kaliki. That's weird. Okay, hang on a minute. Right, okay. Yeah, cockaliki soup, which is like a chicken and leek soup. This apparently is quite a common and traditional starter at a Burns Night celebration. But anyway, we'll have a look at that another day. It is a fairly standard chicken and leek and carrot soup. It's very nice, but not perhaps quite as weird and exciting as Cullen Skink. So let's open this up and have a look inside. No, I think I will use the can opener because I don't really like those pull-tab cans. I think we'll just open it up and have a... Oops, there we go. So, lid's falling inside. That's the downside of doing it that way. Okay, so let's have a look. So we've got a chunky potato and fish mixture in there, and you can see it's quite yellow and buttery. Let's have a sniff. Yep, just smells really good of smoked haddock and cream. So we're going to get this out into a pan. I'm going to take this to the kitchen and warm it up, and then I'm going to come back and have this for my lunch. Okay, so here we go. This is Cullen Skink, and it smells really lovely and rich and smoky and kind of wood smoky, which is really good. Just got a nice buttered roll with that. Anyway, let's have a little taste. So, nice chunk of smoked haddock there and a bit of potato. Salty, smoky, buttery, creamy. That's really very delicious, actually. It's really quite a simple recipe, I think, but it's just such a winning combination of flavours and textures. Really good. So there we go, that is Weird Stuff in a Can, Cullen Skink on atomic shrimp. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.